Ah, it's for you.
Good. So, welcome everybody. Thank you very much to maybe I should speak here. Thank you very much to be here. I would like to thank all the participants. It's a long list. I would like to thank the representative of the government, of the Ministry of Environment and the Ministry of Industry. We also have some representative for Slovakia, which is very nice because we are still kind of brothers countries. So it's nice that we try to understand each other's what we are doing. And we have representative of industry, representative of retail, representative of environmental NGO. We have a representative of the European Mineral Water Association, which, by the way, I'm also vice president, so I'm also representative by myself. So I think we have a very well composed audience, and I'm very happy that our project is attracting so big interest. We also try to put together the best speaker we could, so we will have a lot of experienced people open for question, people who has made for us and for the project the study, but also people who actually did implement the deposit system in their own country or run it. So really who touch it, who had the experience of the whole process. So I think it will be very interesting. And first things I would like to say is well, why we are here, why my company took the leadership on this topic. First of all, it's 1 year we are working, and we have reaching these great milestones of publishing the first result. But we are just at the beginning, and that was my first thought today. After 1 year, we are at the beginning, so we have just material for discussion. So after today, our intention is to start workshop with the stakeholders, industry, retail, political side, municipality, to evaluate and to study together the number we are going to present today. And we need kind of devil advocates. We need people who point out to any flow we might not have seen, if any is there, so that we can fine-tune and we can really finally decide if the direction we think is the right direction is really what we do need. So today we are presenting the result of the most independent, let's say, studies we could do. What I mean with that? Don't think that we pick up carefully the ones who will simply, let's say, confirm our idea. We did exactly the opposite. We pick up the ones who actually might have done the opposite, the ones who we cannot influence with our, let's say, passion for this topic, to be sure that what they would bring us is something we can really sustain in front of any criticism or complaints. So all the experts that has been chosen are the best we could find, have not been influenced by us, but anyway, they would not be influenceable because they're a serious company. We are talking about INSIEN, which is the most reputable NGO specialized on these topics in the country. We are talking about the Prague Technical University. I don't think anybody can think we can influence. We are talking about Eunomia, which is normally partner of the European Commission in those kind of evaluation. So I think they have much bigger clients than us. So we never, let's say, lose their face because of us. And also the which we will present, the market survey has not been done with the aim to get a certain result. We let the research company to set it up as they thought was best for really having the feeling of the public opinion. So I'm confident on the result, but still I'm hoping if anybody would feel that something is not really as they think, let's open a discussion. From today on, it's time to discuss. It's time to make sure that what we present is really solid as we do think. Reason why, on the other side, reason why my company is doing that, and I believe as duty and right to do that, is coming from the change in the let's say direction, or let's say strategy, which is driven by the European Commission. 5 minutes, well, we'll never manage. You know, European Commission has done a lot of work in the direction of environment. I'm, for the first time, admired, I have to say, from this work that has been done. Let's say 90% of the outcome, I believe, is extremely good. And I think for once we can be proud that as Europe, maybe it's the first time in the last 50 years after the Second World War, we are leading something. We are really leading a change in the world perception, in the world behavior. And we are leading cleverly, because if we look at other initiatives like that, the Kyoto Protocol, for example, and these things, it turns out finally that has been simply the source of unfair competition, because some countries were following it, and their industry had to follow it, some other not, and they didn't care, and someone pull out, like US, and then how we can manage competition. But this is clever, because everyone who wants to sell something new have to respect it. So it's a way how to help the environment without harming local business, without harming the virtuous one, and helping the ones who do not care, which, funny enough, is the outcome of some other initiative. So I think it's great start. And this initiative, what is calling for producer, which already are subject to what is called extended producer responsibility, this extended producer responsibility has been further extended. So we producer, we are called to be fully responsible. So, you know, in the past we thought, okay, we do pay taxes, so then we've done our duty. Someone else, we use our taxes to take care of the outcome of our activity. So we'll use our taxes to collect the waste, fine, I mean, that's, we did our social responsibility. This is not enough anymore. What our tax will be used for, I don't know, but good. We are happy to pay them, and we paid a lot. But now they are asked that we have to care of our waste fully. Even take care of littering, cleanup cost. Even sometimes it's been said we should be responsible to cleaning the ocean. Who really pollute the ocean, we don't know. Probably not much, Czech Republic. But still, it seems we might be responsible for that. What does it mean, that 3 minutes? What does it mean that? It means that if we are so responsible, then sorry, we have a say. We do have a say. We do have the right to say how we want to be responsible. We are not saying, no, we are not going to fulfill this call for responsibility. We are going, but then, sorry, we have the right to express the way we think is the best one to achieve the result. And, you know, the main concern about such a project are, well, but your product, by the way, until the day before has been criticized as something absolutely useless. You can drink water from the tap, why you need the bottle, and so on. Now suddenly it turns out that the whole waste management seems to rely on the revenue of our bottles. So suddenly, the evil, it turns out to be the one who allow a waste management system to function. And therefore, if we will take out this stream from the, let's say, standard, we are going to bring it to a collapse. Well, it's not true. It's not true. We have here a representative of a country, Lithuania, where it has been implemented the POSI system and nothing collapsed. Actually, the collection of other waste increased because it's more streamlined, efficient, and so on. And might be impact on cost. Actually, also this is questionable, but that's exactly what we want. So if now material is subventioning the collection of another material, this is bad. This is bad. Because in fact, material who doesn't have a value in their second life, which means material which are not really recyclable, should not be incentivized through subvention of good materials. Very simple. So that has to change. So if the cost of collecting the other waste will grow, then the other waste, the user of the other plastic should pay more. And when they pay more, will be incentivized to look for alternatives. This is very basic, simple. So there is no financial risk. Or actually, if there is, someone else, correctly, and not because I don't want to care, someone else should cover that, and that is the best incentive for producer to change or consumer also to change, because if their product will start to cost a lot more, maybe they will decide they don't need it. So this is definitely not an issue, in my opinion. So what we want to achieve is simply a better world. A better world. And I think everybody here agree that it would be nice to have a better world. Why a better world? A better world because we want to dramatically reduce the littering, which is the main problem today. And we know, and it's even, let's say, one of the biggest critics of our project, Ecocom, agree that with deposit the littering decreased dramatically and not with any other system. So that is achievable with deposit. And the second big target is circular economy. You know, we don't have just to take the waste out of the environment, which is already fantastic. It's already a great objective for our environment, for our nature. But we also have to reduce the introduction of new plastic into the system. It's absolutely a pillar. So how to reduce the introduction of the new plastic without give up the comfort of using the plastic? Simply reuse it. Reuse it means circular economy. Means that we need to make sure that our bottle, as I used to say in another occasion, is not one-way plastic. It's just one-way bottle, but the plastic is still the same, that keep rotating. So this is my final target, that I'm not going to use not a single-use plastic, but I just have single-use bottle, which is a variation of the refillable in a way, because you simply remake the container, but it's like the refillable, because at the end the plastic is still the same. So that's, I'm sure, I'm bad, I'm out of time, but let me say still a couple of things. This better world without littering, where we reuse the same material many, many times, is definitely a dream. And it's a dream, but never a dream has been so possible to achieve like today. And I want to introduce a second thing that I'm sure you all will love. What if Czech Republic would be an example worldwide? Worldwide. What if Czech Republic would be with one of the country establishing the first fully circular system? Is that bad? I think it's fantastic. Okay. What do we need to establish a fully circular system? We need to recover all our, if we talk about, obviously, PET bottle, we need to recover all our bottles. Okay, how to recover all the bottles? Well, we know the deposit system is bring 90 plus. In every country which is established, I have to say in Czech Republic, we have collection rate of glass bottle 98% with 3 crown deposit, and I truly believe, I don't see any reason why we don't have to aim to 98, not 90 plus. If they bring back the glass bottle, which are heavy in a crate, how the hell the consumer should not bring back plastic bottle, empty plastic bottle, which are light and you can bring it on any bag. And so I think that the Czech Republic with the deposit system can do much more on 90%. So okay, we have our bottles back, clean, because this is another point. We receive bottles which are clean and ready for recycling, food grade, I mean recycling, which we don't really get from other systems because they are polluted with other components, with staying outside in the environment. So we receive this bottle green. Okay. And then we need to recycle them. But where's the problem? It's absolutely possible today. There is all the technology. it is more or less the consensus that you can put up to 80% of, let's say, cheaply mechanical recycled material into a bottle. You can do 100% recycled bottle fully safe. There are someone who does it. It's a bit more expensive, but even just staying on a very cheap and efficient system of recycling, you can reach 80%. So we have the recycling technology. We do have today the recycling technology. Then we have the material. We have recycled. We kept it in the Czech Republic and under control. Today, no one knows where the Czech material goes. Czech recycler import material from Germany. It's crazy. We make waste traveling, which is adding pollution to pollution. We keep in the Czech Republic. We recycle. We put back into the bottle 80% of material. What is that? A circular system. Is it difficult? No. There is nothing new. Deposit, we know how to do it. Recycling, we know how to do it. Producing with recycled material, we know how to do it. It's today technology. It's actually yesterday technology. So what are we waiting for? We can have better world. We can be example in the world. Our small country can be example in the world. I don't see if today big mistakes in our study will turn out. I don't see why we shouldn't do it. I don't see why we should be a little bit brave, because changing means to be brave. Okay, we are not bad, or no, we are collecting quite good. I say we've done great work. I don't say anything is wrong nowadays, but we can be better. We can be perfect, almost. We can be an example. Is it worth to take a risk? Yes, it is worth to take a risk. That's my opinion, personal opinion. That's why I start all this. And I hope, at the end of today, most of you will agree. And it's time also to stand up. So from tomorrow, my target is to go one by one to every stakeholder and understand their opinion, understand their concern, and get their support. And then we make it public. Who is in and who is out? I will make it public. Because so far it's been too easy. Everybody say, we'll see, we'll see. And no one wants to take a clear position. Now it's time to take position. Now it will time to see who really care for the environment, who is not afraid to change for good, and who is simply wants to leverage the not so bad situation we are having and live comfortable in his life. Thank you very much.